Guys, we're going to be focusing on character motivation today. And when we think about motivation, it's what drives the character to think the way that they do, to feel the way that they do, and how they react to certain situations. So again, you guys, I have a little poster that I made. Like I've said a couple times before, this might be a time to just pause and read over it. You can always use this as a reference later down the line. But the first thing to think about, characters' choices, actions, and feelings all stem from their motivation. So how they decide to solve a problem, that's a character choice. Okay? How they act out the problem, so, thinking about, like, do they hit someone? Do they say something mean? Do they keep their feelings to themselves? That's an action and their feelings. So how do they feel about a situation that they participate in or that they see or that, that they've been exposed to? So that could be a situation with a family member. That could be a situation with a friend. Something else to think about, motivation guides the plot of the story. So what that means, you guys, is that what your character believes and what drives them is going to decide how the story goes. If the character just didn't care about anything, the story would be it would be boring if you think about it. But motivation, that's what makes your, like, a roller coaster of a story, because we know as a person that there's people who cause us to think differently. There's experiences that we learn from, so that changes who we are. So again, you guys, that's what creates the twists and turns in a story. Something to ask yourself: what does the main character really want, or what they desire? So again, you guys, what are they wanting out of life? What are they wanting from a friendship with a certain character? What are they wanting from their family? So if this is a mom, a dad, aunt, a grandma or grandpa, what are they wanting? Like, deep down, what is the one thing that they're really looking for? And then think back to their actions, personality, and traits to support the motivation. And I just want to think about, let's go back to Wish. We're all reading that book right now together, and let's just think about the character motivation. We know that Charlie's had a really hard life, okay? So her choices and actions is based on, she's got a temper, okay? And she really pushes people off to the side. She doesn't open up. But the reason why she does that is because she's been so let down. She's hurt, she's been let down, she's been disappointed, and she's never had that, like, one significant person who's always been there for her. So her motivation is not to get hurt again. Okay, so that's why she distances herself. That's why she's not trying to form a relationship with her Aunt Bertha. That's why she's not trying to form a relationship with Howard. And she doesn't want to see the positive in anything that's going on in her life, because she thinks that if she does look forward to that one positive thing, it could be ripped out from right underneath her. And another motivation is that she makes wishes all the time. And we don't know what the wish is. I mean, we can make a guess that she wishes she could go back to her family. She wishes that she could have a normal family. She wishes she could have a person who really is always there for her and cares about her. We don't know yet. But what causes her to make those is that she's constantly, like, making those wishes because she wants something deep down. She has a desire, and she's making these wishes because she wants that desire to come true. So whether that means that she's making a wish at 11:11, or she's making a wish by cutting the tip off of a pie and then eating the rest of the pie, or seeing a black horse and shaking her hand at it 3 times. She has all these silly ways of making wishes, but deep down, that's what's really motivating her, and that, like, drives her and something that she's looking forward to. So again, you guys, as you're looking through in your story, really think about the motivation and the desires that your character has, and think about how that affects the choices that your character is making. Bye.